And we are on. Hello and welcome to Pick 6 by Sports Unhinged, our weekly Pickems segment. You guys know the drill. 3 games every week, 3 picks against the spread, 3 over-unders. Me and Eugita get 1 point for every right pick that we get. Double the points for beating our expert coach. Before we get started on the 3 games for this week, let's look at last week's results. And we can see here that it's still... We're consistent, if anything, 5 points for me, 5 points for Eugita. You got full marks on the spread bets. I got full marks on the over-unders, and coach is kind of splitting 2 on each side. So we saw the first 3 weeks, 3 out of 6 for you, coach. Now you've been consistently scoring 4 out of 6, which is great. Are you going to step it up a notch this week?
Could be 5, I think. I think I've got the 1.
All right. Well,
he's making an Aaron Rodgers comeback. Yeah.
Slowly, yeah.
Started badly, but yeah.
Yeah, now we look at the scores. Eugita is still 2 points between us, 26-24. I'm still in the lead. And let's see if we can bring it down, make it more interesting this week. Game number 1, Kansas City at Washington. Washington are 6.5 points underdogs. The over-under is at 54.5. I'm going to get started with this one. Washington have allowed 4 passing touchdowns in their last 3 games. This defense we've spoken about it many times, it's one of the biggest disappointments this year. KC are at a 0 margin of error point right now with everything that's going on in their division. For that reason, I feel the defenses are not great, but I think something has to change for KC. We've got the 31st defense against the 26th defense in the league playing each other. I'm going for Kansas City 45, Washington 13. So clearly Kansas City to very comfortably cover this game. Ron Rivera to start being mentioned in the hot seat coaches list. And I'm going for the over. So KC 45, Washington 13. Eugita, what have you got?
Yeah, we might as well move on from this because I got the same sentiment as you. Washington's defense, it's the battle of the worst defenses in the league. So it's going to be down to which quarterback does best. And, Heineke will keep them in the game with McLaurin Gibson. But at the end of the day, Mahomes is going to come through. So there is some news about Tyreek Hill being questionable, but I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference. So I'm with you on this. KC covers it easy, but I'm not going crazy. 45-5. Is that what you went
45-13.
for? Yeah, same thing. 35-27. I'll take the over.
Still over.
Well. Still over.
Yep,
all
still
right.
over. Yeah, for sure.
Coach.
All we do is keep talking about, look, I think Mahomes will be fine. Look, Kansas City's fine. Look, Randy Reed's fine. I just don't think they're fine. I think Eugita said it in one of our last few podcasts of, look, Mahomes is bailing out even with a clean pocket.
Exactly.
And I just can't figure because I've tried to watch and I've tried to pay attention, but I do think he's skittish. And I think that even though Washington has not played well the first 2 or 3 games, they've kind of put it together a bit the last couple. Given only 4 passing touchdowns in the last 2 games, that's not a bad stat, I should say. So
right.
I do think KC covers. But I don't think it's going to be the big blowout that we think. And I'm actually going to go under in this game.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
Interesting.
Chance for 2 points for us, man.
Yeah, let's see.
Not chance, for sure. Let's do it.
Game number 2, Green Bay at Chicago. Darla versus Mark. It was an interesting podcast that we had on Thursday night. Chicago are 6-point underdogs. The over-under is 44. Eugita, you go first on this one. What have you got?
Oh, man. Oldest rivalry in the NFL. Can you imagine sitting through 102 versions of this thing? Make you want to move to Nova Scotia with a bunch of Huskies and a pocket knife, right? That's what you would do.
Which is what our friend Mark ended up doing, for sure.
I don't know who's done it, but, good for him. But look, Green Bay, ever since that what the hell Aaron week 1, they've become a bit stronger. Aaron is getting protected more. And look, they're playing aggressive and make you play for 60 minutes. So I think I like them to win. But and then, by the way, historically, I've gone with the pick to win but cover. Sorry, to lose but cover. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to say Green Bay is going to win, but because the line is so 6.5, I think Chicago covers it. Yeah, because the pass rush is pretty good. They can get to Aaron. Devontae, I don't know how Jalen Johnson will cover him pretty well. So I think, it's going to be a close game and closer than we think, I think.
Okay, over-under.
Did I give you the score? 25-21, taking the over.
25-21, you're taking the over. Okay.
Just over, yeah.
For me, I mean, I have a thing with these division rivalries, especially the big ones, right? And Green Bay and Chicago, these are one of like the games where anything could really happen. Now, nothing has happened in the last 2 years, or at least 3 years since 2018, because Green Bay have won the last 6 games on the road in their division. But I came across a very interesting stat that made me pause for a second. So Green Bay, although winning 4 of their first 5 games, they have a negative point differential at -2. So that kind of made me pause for a second. I'm also going with Chicago to cover. I've got a score of 26-28. I'm not sure which way. I hope that Chicago actually does pull it off. It comes down to a field goal. I think Justin Fields, this would be kind of one of these breakout games for him. And I'm going with the over. Coach?
Hey, look, as much as I like our friend, what is it? Chicago's going to start their 21st quarterback in 30 years, where Green Bay is still starting on their 3rd one.
Yeah.
And I just don't like it. I don't like the matchup. I don't like, even though I like Chicago's defense, I don't like the matchup against Green Bay and how they run their offense. And so I truthfully think it's going to be a blowout, but I think it'll go under.
Ooh, a blowout would be under.
I see Green Bay covering. I see another growing pain game for their 21st quarterback in the 30 years. And I just think Rodgers kind of has it rolling with Adams and the running back.
Okay, awesome. Yujita, we got to mix it up for the 3rd game, because right now we're doing this thing the same as last.
It's like we're tag team against coach.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, game number 3, Arizona at Cleveland. Cleveland 3.5-point favorites with the over/under at 49. I kept searching to see why on earth could they be favorites for this game, and especially with Arizona being the only undefeated team in the league right now. And I came across a couple of reasons why I think that might be the case. Obviously, when you're playing at home, you kind of get a 3-point, automatically just for playing at home. But Arizona are apparently the 5th worst defense against the run in the league. And they've got no Chandler Jones, no Rodney Hudson. The COVID bug has hit the Arizona team, and who knows how many more could be added to that list as well. So I think that's why Vegas is giving the nod to Cleveland there. But for me, I just don't see it. I think, Baker Mayfield, I've defended him a lot in the last few weeks. They had an excellent game against the Chargers, still lost 42 points, no turnovers. But I think you run out of steam eventually there. So for me, Murray is lights out. He's box office. He's going to show us things that we haven't seen before. Like every week, he keeps surprising us. I'm going with Arizona to win 36-27. Cleveland will put up some points. So I'm going for way over 36-27 to Arizona. Yujita.
Yeah, we might as well do this podcast over again, because it's going nowhere.
Do we need to share our scores with each other before the start, just to make sure we pick something different? I don't know.
Or maybe we go 16 games. I don't know, because this is not happening.
Right.
I was looking at the same thing. The rush defense is terrible, and we saw the way Chubb and Hunt went the other night, some 220 yards on the day, and again also the Cleveland's defense QB pressure is pretty good. Right. So I don't know how Kyler Murray is going to stand up to that, but like you said, and they showed that Arizona showed that they can come out of a shootout even without Kyler Murray doing that great. So yeah, as much as everybody loves Cleveland to win this game, I'm going with Arizona to cover as well, 35-31. Taking the over.
35-31. So we've got a shootout both ways. I see Coach shaking his head. You disagree, Coach?
Gentlemen. I do not believe that Arizona has seen a defense like they're going to see. Although they did not play well last week against the Chargers, I do think that they show up in this game. Kyler Murray is without his head coach. COVID has knocked him out. And the quarterback coach, which is the guy in his ear, right, calling the plays. Both of those guys are out, and I think that will throw him off a bit. Yes, he's Showtime, but I just can't see him again, especially with those COVID out. So I really, really like Cleveland here. And I like it to also go under. I can't believe I'm doing 3 unders, but I like it to go under. I don't see Arizona scoring enough points to outscore Cleveland. And I think, Baker plays normal. I don't think he plays out of his mind, but I don't see them turning it over. And I can see Cleveland just running the ball and running the ball and running the ball and running the ball. And unfortunately, I don't think Arizona can stop it at the moment. So I'll take Cleveland to cover and under.
All right. Well,
Big
I think
points on offer for us.
We've got the Panthers and the Eagles going up against Captain America over here. So let's see how that turns out. And
doesn't always go so well. But
nothing will happen in the scores between us, Yujita, for another week. But that's the way it goes.
I don't know how we turn that around.
And just when I thought that the week was starting off really well, I had the Eagles lose, which was great news, and we're going into this episode with me leading, and then I got the news that the Carolina McCaffreys have lost their second name. So
yes, they are gonzo for 3 more games
for
on
3
IR.
more weeks. Anyways, all right.
Just announced as we were coming on recording. It's sad news.
Bad news. Let's see if we can turn it around there as well. All right, guys, that's been our episode. Like, subscribe, play the game along with us in the comments section. This has been Pick 6 by Sports Unhinged. Jujita Coach. See you after 5
Good one.
days. Yeah.
Enjoy it, gentlemen.
Take care.
Thanks a lot.